Right, next CD is Hot Space. Yeah, the one of Queen's worst, one of the worst albums, but some of the good tracks on it, which is probably slated as being the worst albums ever made. Yes, it's this album is pretty bad. Now, obviously, blew up text on the back of this one, which is great again. Kept there as a logo on there, which is interesting. Indicating the fact that obviously indicating Queen and David Bowie on that, so that's a a great thing to put on there. What's interesting about the CD is that it is at the time this CD was done, the rights now have been owned over to Queen officially by David R. Jones. This is obviously the original main man credit on this one as well, which is obviously at the time he was still managed under main man and main Cloud Productions as well. But now it's Queen Productions and EMI, which they own the rights now to the song. And David Bowie paid more money to Queen for the usage of the song, so it's now property of Queen, which is cool. Obviously, Queen, it says Queen Music Limited, EMI Publishing, Brearley Brothers, Main Man SA. Well, that's no longer there. It's not Tintoretto Music Limited, a corporation with David Bowie's sort of thing. But it's good how they kept the song as well for it. The reason I say it's a bad album is because it's disco-y. It's not one of Queen's rockiest albums ever done. A few tracks I do like on it, probably 3 tracks stand out, is Under Pressure, Lost Flowers Demo, and Action to Stay. The other ones, I don't like them. It isn't one of Queen's best albums of the world. Let me move on to this now. This is an original Holland print, and you can see boldly texted "Made in Holland," and it is an original CD. Yeah, produced. Sound quality, this is bloody awful though. Let's start with it. Terrible CD, terrible artwork, terrible sound quality on this is awful, which is just my point of view is just really bad indeed. It's interesting how I've done a mistake on this to put Under Pressure as asterisk there, but doesn't say anything on here about the asterisk anywhere on the CD. So just copy and paste it under there. Very good, genius. And then we come to the artwork, which is obviously based on Andy Warhol at the time. No changes in this one apparently. There's no sort of edits or anything on this. They basically just kept it intact. They kept the same thing intact. They've also credited Ratty on here as well. Crystal, Jobby, Peter, and Stefan. As I say, these are all from the original inner sleeve of the CD. And I think, from my point of view, when it came out in this version, it wasn't a bad one actually that came out from this bit. So really, it's cool. But what I don't understand is why they indicated these things here, which is these things, which is interesting. What knows anything about that? Is that something to do that's not indicated on this CD? It's interesting. All the artwork in this, all the lyrics are complete. Famous shot because obviously it's from Hot Space 82 tour, and yeah, and again, see all of his used power permission, which is even interesting. So obviously you can tell that this is probably the way they've done this one was good. The other thing I can tell you also about this, I've got to mention, was these are all in categorized order of release at the time. So this is the second to last one of the Works album. So this goes from Sheer Heart Attack 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All these were actually in order of release of them at the time, but because I'm doing an album format, this is the way they've done it anyway. So the artwork's not bad, which is good. The CD, obviously, the sound quality and the CD, don't go there because seriously it's bad. It's really, really bad. And that's Hot Space from Queen. Right, I have to skip 2 CDs, the game and the Works, because unfortunately they were sold into a competition. So we'll skip those ones. Well, now we'll go to 1986 original CDs that have come out from Queen, and this is going to be Kind of Magic. Yes, this is the original CD. I must say first, a disclaimer that I will say, when I bought the CD at the time, I thought the CD was genuine sound on it. I was wrong. I was ripped off by the CD, so I'll just give you that disclaimer first. Anyway, yes, 1985. Obviously, the soundtrack for Highlander, which is absolutely fantastic. 85, 86. This is not the official Queen soundtrack, obviously, because people get confused about it. Just a little update. They were hoping to try and get the release of the Highlander soundtrack in full. Where that's going to come out in the next few months, I don't know, but it has been rumored to come out this one. But it's going to be called Highlander soundtrack, which is going to be interesting. Now, obviously, the reason it was titled this is because they weren't allowed for the UK market to put on the Highlander thing. They made this one. Basically, EMI decided to make this one album, which is at their expense. Was good. All these songs, as you all know, partially this album, partially other albums. So One Vision was not included. The reason One Vision was included in this album was because there was no other rights to put on any other thingy, because people wanted to find out. But that mix is the album mix. It's not the extended version of the Vision one. It's the album version they put on for that, which is brilliant. So I will say, my point of view, that I love this album because it's one of the best albums that Queen did as a, I would say, compilation album, but partially recorded as well, which is cool. That picture was taken by Peter Hince. All the lyrics in this are correct as well. This booklet is authentic, by the way. So this is the original booklet, by the way, the CD booklet of it. It's a disc that I'll get to in a minute, which is an issue that I didn't know. But my point of view, probably one of the most heavy songs in it is probably Prisoners of the Universe, which is absolutely fantastic. And again, a cartoony keep your CDs clean on it, which is cool. Includes John Armstrong also on Don't Lose Your Head. And from my point of view, it is one of the most popular albums that he released at the time. Now, to the disc itself, this becomes an issue. At the time I got the CD, I thought it was genuine sound quality. Unfortunately, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. This is, what I understand, this CD is fucking terrible. It's terrible. When I bought it, I listened to the CD, and I tell you what, I should never have bought this one because I was ripped off by this. The shop that sold this CD at the time was going out of business, and I'm positive these were bootleg, and these CDs was bootleg. This CD is not a genuine CD, and I'll tell you why. First of all, if you look very closely on the inner side of this bit here, right, is all apparently it's all faded inside of it, when the numbers inside are faded, and it doesn't even thingy. Now, if you try opening the CD to your computer, the noise in this is unbelievably ridiculous. You'll hear loads of noise, and this surface noise is bad. But this is supposed to be made in Italy. Well, it isn't. The CD is produced in Holland, and this is being produced in Italy. I'm positive that this is a fake CD, and I don't think this is genuine. And I'll tell you why. Apparently, this is a mistake on the CD done on their behalf, which this has been printed on the disc itself. And you may think it's in digital recording DDD format. Well, it's not. Sound quality, I tell you what, it's horrendous on this. It is awful. You can't hear a thing on it. You've got to turn up so loud you can compute your CD player. CD is totally awful. Absolutely awful indeed. So do bear in mind that this CD is not genuine. And the back sleeve of it, apparently this was supposed to be printed in France because there's a polygram number on it, PM520. Well, this is not being produced in France. This has been produced somewhere, but apparently this disc is not genuine. So, which I'm disappointed because the fact was I would have loved to hear a full mix of this, but luckily I've got the 2011 issue of this one, which is better. I think one thing that I was peed off with was the edit of Kind of Magic's been edited on the CD, which is obviously for their issues. The extended version of Friends Be Friends and Forever's on this as well. All that is being much of it. But so I didn't know this was a fake CD until I researched it out. This is not genuine, but it's a shame. But a good album though. I think Kind of Magic is one of my favourite albums of the lot. That comes out as probably the heaviest of Queen's ability to write and stuff, which is cool. It's a good CD. Love it. Right, now on to the next CD, which is, my point of view, bad mistake for Queen to release this, and at the time was awful CD. And I do have to say that this is probably the worst CD, worst sound quality, worst editing, worst CD ever and album ever came out on vinyl. It's this one, Live Magic. Yes, one of the worst CDs ever came out of this bloody year. I absolutely have to say that there's been so many rumours going around that this is supposed to be getting reissued as live at Wembley and live at Nebworth. Now, live at Nebworth was meant to be roaming around radio stations, and this was supposed to be getting out as genuine release of it. There is so many things to say about this CD that if you have the CD, all Queen fans are disappointed about the CD because it is bad. It's bad. Queen and Trip Caliph produced this CD, but what EMI didn't notice was they had to cut off songs from the Nebworth gig, and Budapest was in it, and mixed it all totally wrong. This is a genuine CD. This is a genuine CD. This is the red edition of the CD. There's two editions going out. There is the clear edition, and there is the red edition. I've got the red edition here, which is even cool. So, first of all, artwork first. Replicating obviously the video screen from Wembley. I think the most disappointing thing about this is all the edits on this album is friggin' awful. It's absolutely awful indeed. Probably the first thing is that the engineering on this original CD, terrible CD, includes the full live version of Hamlet to Fall from Wembley. It also includes a full version of Kind of Magic from Wembley, and then a few tracks from different various venues. Found on Vice Dusters from Nebworth gig, obviously, and all that's basically just been edited on CD. And I'd have to say the vinyl edition's worse than this. Pictures are alright, but you know, EMI's terrible job at this CD. It didn't get promoted enough this CD. It should have never got this one out because it's one of the worst CDs that ever did from this bit anyway. But again, cartoony, give you all the disclaimers of keep your CDs clean. Yeah, as well. Backseat, obviously, everybody loves the backseat of it because everybody scans it in the computer and uses it as a desktop now, which is even better for it. It's cool. On the disc, this is the red edition of the disc, and this is the AAD format. This disc is genuine. This is produced at EMI Swindon at the back, which you can see it's just there. It's like EMI Swindon, and this number is genuine as well. Apparently, it comes up saying it is part Holland and part British, but it's not. But this number is genuine, and it is the EMI Swindon print. Apparently, if you look very carefully, it looks like it goes into the EMI Swindon print in the middle of it, which is even good. This CD should never have been out ever from Queen's catalogue, in my opinion. Everybody says that they despise the CD as being the worst CD of the lot, and it is. It's true. This is the UK print, obviously. The only issue I have with it is the sound quality is bad, and probably Nebworth's really bad on it as well. But it's close enough to Nebworth. But as I say, in the next few years, let's hope this have a decent release of Nebworth as well, which is cool. Backseat of it as well, which is obviously the most popular CD I've ever like. Again, they all scan this in, use the background, the backdrop, which is cool. But yeah, as I say, it was probably the worst decision EMI ever released of this CD. I mean, I know everyone wanted a live CD to end off the year, but when that came out, I think it was a horrible decision ever made by EMI, and it was, in my opinion, not one of the best CDs ever come out. So Live Magic from Queen, not one of the best CDs, but still, it's listenable, enjoyable, but not one of the best ones I like. Okay, on the next ones now. Now, before we go any further, the following three CDs you're going to see are fake. These are fake. And if you want more information about these CDs, go to our Queensville page on Labyrinth Mind, and you'll see more of these ones. Let's talk about these three CDs now. It is going to be the Miracle Album, and Innuendo, and Wembley. These three CDs are all fake. These are all fake. Obviously, at the time when I bought them, as I said, the shop that sold these CDs were not genuine. These aren't genuine CDs. So I'll just experiment here again. When I bought the CDs, these are fake. Totally fake. These are. Let's start off with The Miracle first. One of my favourite albums of the 80s. Sound quality on this is not genuine either. It's really, really bad. The artwork has been, obviously, the artwork has been altered a lot on this CD, on this one. And it is not, it's too bright, obviously you can tell. Right, because now they reissued it in a better format, which is better. This back is edited as well with this number on it, which apparently this number is not genuine either. This number is fake on the CD. But you may think, well, all the pictures are the same inside it. Well, yeah, it's the same. But unfortunately, what they've done is they've done this too bright on the actual in the sleeve of it, which is bad. The issue I have with it is these tracks here that you hear on the CD. When you get down to the extra tracks, oh my god, you don't want to go there, seriously. It wasn't all worth it, it's terrible on the CD. Obviously, this is the one that people like as their best 80s comeback album, which is so cool. And which is my opinion is their best album of the 80s I love. So all of this is intact, all this is exactly the same. Paintbox jobs just terrible on this. Front artwork's dreadful indeed. Now, the back sleeve of it. Now, the back sleeve is totally fake. Reason being is this is not the original CD. Now, if you get the original CD, you'll see this has not been printed on or pasted. This is not the original number. This number does not exist. I researched this on Discogs, and this apparently is not the legit version of this. First of all, there is no Parlophone Italy anywhere to be seen. Does not exist. That's been put on there because they just basically used this cover to hide the fact they want to hide the original thing of it. Now, if you look very carefully, you can see that is probably pasted over there with this EMI logo on it, which is interesting. Then you come down on this bit here, and to the light, you can see that this has been altered out, which is this country manufacturer has been stated on the CD, but obviously you can tell that's been blacked out from these bootlegging crap. So I can tell for a fact that is totally been removed from their point of view, but the CD is totally not genuine. The sound quality sounds like it's been taken off of a source, but it looks like it's been taken off a CD, but it's again tape issue with it, which is awful. The other thing about this back is interesting thing about this. There is, at the time that I didn't know, there's a line apparently that goes over. There's 3 lines that go over here. Apparently, they are supposed to have been a fault with the print. It's not. It's actually been printed on a horrible paper. And if you tilt the light, you can tell that is not legit. It's not a legit print. It looks so flimsy. It looks so like it looks like it's soft card or something on it. But you can tell it's not even a legit print of that. Yeah, so there's one thing you can tell. Now, the booklet is an issue that I have with it. So this version of The Miracle is fake. Disc's obviously fake as well. It says Parlophone made in Italy. There is no such thing as Parlophone Italy. It does not exist. And also this number does not exist either. All this is printed wrong. All this is printed totally fake. This number is not genuine either, which is 792357-2. This number is not genuine either. And the thing about the disc is, interesting about the disc is, put to light, this has been specially encoded in disc. Apparently this has come up as a hologram. So if you're thinking it looks really weird, it's a hologram inside the disc apparently, and I think it's a bootleg that that someone was producing at the time. So you can tell this is not a genuine CD. It looks like it's genuine from the outside when you've got the line on there, but it's not. It is not a genuine CD. It's been fake CDs. That's the first fake CD I'll show you. Right. Now on to the next CD, Innuendo. Now this is another one I got from the shop as well, and this is a fake CD as well. Right. So, message to Gary Taylor, by the way. Gary, the CD you have of this Italy one is totally fake. It's absolutely fake. It's not genuine. So, that's what I'll just say for now, okay? Because there's a lot of these ones going around. Apparently, I didn't even know this one. Right, this is the end of 1981. This is not the 1981 release, by the way. This is another fake one I've got. The first thing I'm going to say is that all this artwork is edited, and print is horrible as well, which is bloody awful. One photograph I will get to in a minute, but it feels like this print has been taken off has been printed off a printer, and it's not like genuine. I mean, for my instance, right, if you print something off on paper or on card, you can tell that this print is just, it feels so weird. It feels so weird. It doesn't feel like it feels like it's smeared or something on it, just smudgy sort of type print on it. So it looks like this is another job again of fake CDs. Yeah. Why would they stop bootlegging these CDs out? I don't know. Great album though. Very good album indeed. But this is an issue. That is not the legit photograph. That has been scanned in, and that has not been properly produced either. The reason being is it's too bloody dark. Some of these prints that came out were much better than this, but this job looks like it's been through a scanner, and it's like it's been enhanced to make it more HD. It's a horrible job of it. And this stuff here has been probably something missing off this one, but probably looks like original, but it's not. Was it's been chopped to hell. Back series issue. The number here does not even match the CD at all. This number is fake, so don't bother searching for that. I've checked out on Discogs. The number is fake. CD issue. If you look at the disc here, you see that 579-58872. So if you go by that thing there, this one here, notice the difference? It may think it's genuine, it's not. It's a fake CD. So there's the one. There's a proof there that this is fake. This is fake. So these are the discs that are not genuine and thingy as well. On the back side of it, by the way, there is another one of these ones which is CDP 795058887, and it looks like it's a bootleg. It looks like it's a CDP, but it doesn't say CDP on here. This print is wrong. This print is totally wrong. Sound caught in this. I don't even go there because seriously, I got ripped off by this CD because I didn't know it was a fake one at the time. But I am still going to have to get a German copy of this because I'm convinced that this is a fake CD. Now, as I said before, guys, these CDs that you've seen, including the Miracle one, which is this one here, after so many years on this Queen channel, I came to a decision that nobody could tell me anything about these until I found out these CDs are not genuine CDs. These are fake. So beware when you're buying these ones that you must buy genuine CDs, because these CDs are not genuine at all. So goes for the next one, which I'll come to in a minute, which is an interesting one as well. But these CDs, don't get them because the sound quality is not genuine and they are fakes going around as well. So on the other one I was going to talk about, which is going to be my Wembley 1986. Chris has got the original CD, I've got this version, and this version is totally fake. Point out straight away, right? It's not the artwork, it's the discs that are interesting. But what I can't understand is this thing here. This is not genuine. This back is not genuine. It may say it's printed in Italy, but it's not. This thing is a fraudulent company. This does not exist. TV Spot does not exist. Apparently this CD, when it came out, they reissued this. They also issued this in H&V stores, but with the company that the people who would send this CD, this is a fake CD, totally fake. Sound quality is not genuine. Sound quality is bad, terrible indeed for this. And the other thing is that there is so many problems with this CD as well, which is what I'll come to in a second. Right? Again, Parlophone, made in Italy, that doesn't exist. Right, now you come on to this bit. This is the booklet of Wembley, which you got inside the big box. Again, this is not the big box, but the big box got damaged, as I said before, so you'd have to excuse me for this. So this seems to be all legit. It is not. If you look very carefully on the booklet, can you spot a few little issues there? Because look at the state of that. Yeah, there's a few things being highlighted up this disc, which you can tell, and the camera's picking it up very well actually. And it's been, it looks like this has been repasted over the top of this one, which is interesting indeed. And it looks like this whole booklet, this booklet here, it looks like this has been a reprint on the top of it, because apparently it's had something on here which is interesting on it. So the way you can tell this is fake is because the fact is that it doesn't feel genuine. This picture of Freddy is absolutely dreadful. It's like it's been, it looks like it's been pasted onto the booklet and brightened up a little bit to make it more authentic. Brian, I don't know what the hell's going on with his face here, but this is not, this thing looks really fake as well, because look like they've done a horrible box job of this thing with his face in it. And even this shot with Roger Taylor looks awful on it. And then you've got this bit here with Diggy on it, and it looks like all the pictures have been specially produced. I mean, look at the state of that one. That's just awful. So it tells you exactly who was doing this CD at the time it was done. But yeah, this CD is not genuine. It's very red, as you can see on the camera. It looks like it's been originally pasted over this one, which is thingied. But I don't recommend this CD at all. So if you do decide to get the CD, don't get it, because you get ripped off. This number is a fake number. This is a fake number. CDS 7995942. This number does not exist. This number is not legit. You can tell it's not legit because I've been overpasted this one as well. If you go to the light, probably see there. This is fake. As you can tell, it's fake straight away. Okay. And then we come to the discs. Now, discs are interesting. Now, Chris has got these scanned already on his page. These discs are very interesting indeed. These ones are mismatched CDs. Apparently, these discs are not genuine. The first thing is that this disc, the second disc, is produced somewhere else. Again, it's got this number on here, which is 7996032. Nowhere does it say CDS on it. No CDP number on it either. Disc feels really, really, really terrible. It just feels so grainy on it. It's very grainy on it as well. The CDP number in there, and if you, I'll turn over this way, you probably won't see very well. This is EMI Swindon on that one as well. You see, it's been produced in the UK, this one. I don't think that's a legit CD. That I think it's another bootleg of these CDs. CDP 7996032AR, which looks really clear on that one. Then you come to disc 1, and this one is different. CDP 7996032, but it doesn't have got like EMI Swindon. This is a Holland print. This is from Netherlands. It's got a little tiny little logo there on there, and it says on here, made in Italy. Well, I don't understand why it says made in Italy when you've got two versions of this, which it says made in Italy there and made in Italy there. So this must confirm that this is a version that's been bootlegged and apparently not legit. There's no way you can have an EMI Swindon print on there and a Holland print on there and Italy produced ones. So that's kind of misleading for a start. So that's pretty much that as well. So I would say, guys, if you ever get a chance to check them out, these CDs, get these fake ones, do check them out because they're really interesting indeed. And if anybody can tell me where these were produced, I'd love to know more information about these because these are really interesting indeed. So if you have any information about these CDs, let me know in this video, and get back to me about these as well. This is really going to be interesting to follow up with this video as well, which is cool. This is my collection first, and then you'll be seeing Chris's collection with me as well on the next few videos. But let's continue with more Queen embarrassments again. Yes, we're back to 1994 issues again of the Queen CDs, and this time we're going for Greatest Hits, which is the last compilation and last CD of the reissues that came out of this box set. It is, well, the actual CDs. So yeah, in this one, yeah, this is another reissue that I've got. This is a 2003 reissue I have, and I'll explain why as well. Right, now I do have to say that this was disappointing, this release that came out from this Queen's Greatest Hits one. I do have to say that this disc is probably the shockingest job of the world. It'll be the quickest video I'm going to do actually for this one, but we got like the main cover, the back cover, and after that we just get that in. Nothing else. That's it. That's all we get. Just this. It's interesting how they put the original credits of the album on here for some reason, which is interesting. No. I'll have to say something, that all the credits in this at the time are absolutely, genuinely legit and correct. The publishing credits are a bit of an issue with what we have, but then again, as it is, they decided to put in just this bit in here, and that's it. We get nothing else in the CD. That's it. Greatest Hits. I have to say that the CD quality of this at the time was actually very good indeed, but the baddest thing about it is that people don't know about is that this was taken off the original 1981 cassette version of it. Yes, it was. I got ripped off for some reason, which is embarrassing. This was printed in Holland. This is printed in Holland. This one, and this number is. As I say, this is the last remasters that were done from this issue. And this, I will say that this one was the favourite one of the lot, and probably the best one they ever brought out from the last ones. But the sound quality at the time was not bad. But now you look back at it, and it was a shocking job when they did it. But when they went back in and redid this one, it was a lot better in 2001, which is cool. Disc issue. Now this disc issue is a reissue. This is not an original CD because it is from EMI Uden again. Yes, it is from Holland. So EMI Uden was printing these again. This reissue, this disc is interesting. Bohemian Rhapsody on this CD is a new mix on the CD. It's a new mix. It does not contain the original mix on this. It's a remix that's been done on this CD. Apparently, when this was reproduced, this disc, they've put on there must be a rough mix of Bohemian Rhapsody because it contains extra bits in this version that I've never heard before. That version, this whole, not the whole album, but that Bohemian Rhapsody is different. It's very different. It's more longer as well on this version. I think the bit that gets me is just the guitar bit when it goes into the Galileo bits in it. That Bohemian Rhapsody track has been remixed for the CD. Whether this is a special produced CD, I don't know, but it sounds like this mix is different. The version of Bicycle Race on this CD is also, without a doubt, fantastic on the CD. So this disc here is a reprint. I don't know if there's any changes or anything to the CD, but I haven't listened to this one in a while. But I'll tell you from my point of view, maybe it has this reissue of this CD from 1994, or a reprint of this one. Check out Bohemian Rhapsody on that. It's different. It's a little bit different to what I've expected from that as well. That's Greatest Hits. Probably one of the best albums I've ever done. I have got some vinyl as well, and I'll show you the vinyl collection of that one later on.